Welcome once again, I am MaxSmartable, and this is Mismagius Magic Part 3. Sorry, Mismagius Mischief. I think I made a mistake like that in one of my previous videos. Anyway, unfortunately I'm losing a lot more to say, so let's just get back to the sentence I just said. His smirk widened into a grin as he laid the cards in his hand onto a table. Behold! I used the spell card Fusion Evolution to combine my 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon Knights to create the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Knight. Then I play another spell card, Megamorphosis, which boosts my monster's life points to 8,000, more than enough to crush your Poke Egyptian God cards. A Pokemon version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let that sink in! A Pokemon version of Yu-Gi-Oh! That is just... Anyway. Giovanni's minions oohed and ordered their bosses move, while the hero's girlfriend squealed in fright, certain that her lover was doomed. Agent 054, however, retained the same vacant expression on his face he usually had. Not in the least bit worried. Dak. I think this is going to be a world's first. Face me! Face me! Face me! A face me. Because the face palm isn't this. Because the face palm isn't for something that. We're back here now. Much better like that. He then laid a few more cards down, and then made a shocking play. The minions gashed in astonishment, and Giovanni sharply inhaled. A horrified look on his face. No, it can't be! Wigglytuff! The hero's girlfriend cried joyfully, bouncing up and down with glee. No way! By sacrificing Rayquaza of the Sky Dragon... And Ring growled on a rock. Oh god, this is getting more and more awkward to read. Agent 054's increased Yoga the Tormentor's power to infinite levels. This is why Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules don't exist. You can do anything you want in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just as long as the heroes win. Can you figure out the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! From the TV series? No, you even can't! Anyway. More than enough to defeat the boss's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragonite, added another minion. I think I'll call you... dead. Giovanni's face turned red with rage, and his Persian yowled in alarm, as the crime boss abruptly rose to his feet and knocked all the cards off the table with a sweep of his hand. Curse you, Spyduck! Oh god, it's an anagram. An anagram of Psyduck. Spyduck. Ah! May have beaten me in my own game, but I shall still win in the end. Attacking my ninja minions. Instantly, about a dozen ninja henchmen and ninja Pokemon, Venomoth, Golbat, Ninjask, Shedinja, weird name, Skyper, Sizer, etc., appeared out of nowhere to surround Psyduck, while Giovanni and his goons quickly escaped through a back entrance, dragging Wigglytuff with them. Wigglytuff! Wigglytuff shrieked in alarm as she was carried off. Reaching desperately for Psyduck, she vanished through the door. Psyduck's eyes narrowed slightly. Then they went vacant again, and he held his head, tilting it to the side and going, "Aye." A laugh track played. Then the ninjas attacked. And now for something corroding gory, a show I've never seen and hope to never see. Hello and welcome back to Who's Your Daddy, the world's premiere show for helping illegitimate children reunite with their parents they never knew, said the Kadabra wearing a cheesy suit and an even cheesier toupee. I'm your host, Chet Dabra. And now that lovely commercial break is over, what commercial break? We can introduce our next guest, Azrael from Cerulean City. The spotlight switched on and shone down on a nervous and slightly scared Azrael, sitting in a chair on a stage before a live audience. They all clapped and hooted and cheered as they saw her. Azrael, tell us why you're here today. One moment. Much better. Sorry, for some reason, iron sounds good to sit on. Well, not sit with. Anyway. Again, now the freeze happened, not sure why. Azrael fidgeted nervously. Well, I don't know who my daddy is. My mummy had me, and I was given to the gym leader Misty as a gift by her trainer Tracy Sketchett, but I have no idea who my daddy is, and I really want to know. She sniffed and started tearing up. Because all of Misty's star Pokemon pick on me for not knowing who my daddy is and call me names, and they're really mean! No, I'm not going to make a reference to Superboy Prime, thank you. Oops, did. Don't do that. She burst into tears and the audience made noises of sympathy. Well, that's very sad, Azrael. But you have nothing to worry about. Today we're going to find out who your father is, the audience cheered. Now let's introduce our first guest, your mother, Tracy's Marill. Another spotlight switched on, revealing a Marill sitting in a chair several feet away from Azrael's to avoid lawsuits and unvicious on-stage fights. Not that those didn't happen anyway. Anyone? I couldn't see them either, but I think it's a fairly famous show. What am I doing here? Asked the confused Marill. Azrael gasped. Mummy? Azrael blinked. Honey, what's going on? Miss Tracy's Marill, we brought you here today to answer a very important question. Who is your daughter's father? Chet asked Marill, thrusting a microphone into her face. Marill started. Well, come on, Mummy, tell me. You know, I said before, but you have to now, Azrael insisted. Marill flushed. Well, you see, I'm sorry, honey, but the reason I've never told you before is because I honestly don't know. There were several gasps from the audience, and Azrael. What's this? You didn't know? Asked Chet, feigning surprise. No, you see, Marill flushed. I've never told anyone before, but the night I conceived Azrael was the night of Ash Ketchum's return from the Johto League, and we had a big party at Professor Oak's lab celebrating making it the top 8 of the Silver Conference. I had a little too much to drink, and, well, I slept with a few Pokemon. What does sleeping have to do with anything? One of them must be Azrael's father, but I honestly don't know which one. I was drunk, and there were so many of them. Which is why I've already made a few tenets to myself. 1. I will never drink alcohol. 2. I will never take drugs. 3. I will never have SE. And 4. I will never drive. I could kill someone. She gave her daughter an apologetic look. I'm sorry, honey, because I never wanted... I'm sorry, honey, I never wanted you to know, because it shamed me so, and I didn't want you to feel the same way. I'm really sorry. Mommy, how could you? Azrael squeaked loudly. I thought you were a very upsetting woman, not a woman of loose morals. The audience gasped, and Marill cringed. Uh-oh, looks like we've got a little familial dispute here. Good thing the seats are far apart, Chet muttered. But this still leaves the question of who is Azrael's father. Fortunately, our team of forensics experts, reconstructionists, and sleuths, through painstaking and invasive research and investigation, have managed to identify the 3 people Marill slept with on the night of the party who could potentially be Azrael's father, and brought them here today. It seems like we're running out of time now, so, Guten Tagen, I'm MaxSmartable, and it's currently night time. Stop.